Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Lucas. This is the Lucasgvariety show and channel. Thank you for all being here tonight. We are back with our episode 0 of our brand new game tonight, Fallout RPG, the ATL. This is the Fallout 2D20 system by Modiphius. And welcome so much. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Maybe my words will come out correctly eventually. Anxiety levels at all-time high. Okay. So anyways, this is our session number 0. Thank you for being here. This is Tuesday, August 16th of 2022. I'm here with some old faces and some new faces, and then some super old physical faces, but I'm not going to talk about Delius like that for too long. He's my buddy. Anyways, thank you, GM, for running this for us. Thank you to the players for being here tonight. Thank you for the audience members that have already shown up, and there's a bunch of people in the crowd. Appreciate it. I wanted to thank two Discords specifically, WGNR and the Fallout 2299 Wild Westlands. They are both Fallout themed, and they both gave me permission to promote this game tonight, the show, in their channels. So thank you very much for that. And anything we can do for you, let me know. This will have some dark content and themes to it because it is Fallout and it is a wasteland. If you've ever watched anything that's apocalypse based, you know, Walking Dead, Mad Max, The Book of Eli, anything like that, it gets pretty nasty when people have no law, right? So anyway, thank you for being here. Support us, buy some cheer bits, affect the game. Look right above my face right there. You can help us out and choose not to help out the overseer, or you can, whatever, but you can use some cheer bits to give us some little boosts there. Sub and do all those things. At least being here, support us. That helps too. Everything goes back to the channel. I appreciate you. Lastly, we'll introduce ourselves in a minute. My name, of course, is Lucas. You're probably already sick of hearing me talk, so I'll turn over to the overseer in just a moment. But I wanted to do one last thing. Our official, unofficial, fictional sponsor for tonight, of course, is none other than Sugar Bombs breakfast cereal. When you need a quick 10 pounds of sugar in the morning, it's nothing like Sugar Bombs to go boom in your diet to give you everything you need. That's right.
Guaranteed 100% of your daily requirement of sugar.
Yep. And also not a part of this complete breakfast. Sugar Bombs. All right. I'm all done, Overseer. I'm all done talking. Turn it over to you.
All right. I'm happy to see my little purchase, the gift to you after all these years of friendship, made it to the show. Awesome. It even showed up. I was really surprised. My stuff didn't show up too well. Like my nerdy stuff, like my Pip-Boy kind of disappears because I have the green screeny stuff going on.
You have to hold it in front of your face.
Yeah, but
then it blocks your pretty face.
I don't want to make it look uglier by putting it there.
Oh, snap.
Now I can't put it back on the stand. There we go. Anyway, I am Soundwave's ghost. I will be functioning as the overseer for the foreseeable future of the show. We are using the Modiphius 2D20 rules. They have two sections of rules for them. They have the Wasteland Warfare, which is sort of like Warhammer 40K's miniature combat, but they have a unique spin on it where they actually just create STL files for printers and just sell them that instead of making all the minis. They still make their main minis, the figures, but all of their terrain they've just put it out as these STL files and just sell them. They making money like hotcakes off these goofy digital files, and people are just eating it up. But it got popular really fast, and they realized they had a decent IP under their belt, so they went ahead and picked up the license to make the RPG. The main book is very focused on Fallout 4, which if you haven't played Fallout 4, it's not going to make a lot of sense, a lot of the references in it, but they're almost self-explanatory. I'm looking over here and the camera's here. I hate myself when I do that, but I can't see. There's nothing there. It's just the camera by itself. But yeah, this game is set about 200 years after what is called the Great War, which is around 9 in the morning on October the 22nd, I think it was. Always get the 2 or 3 days there mixed up. But in the early morning, before breakfast, most people were just getting up and getting ready for their day. Chinese forces in this universe pulled up in subs around US and started launching nukes. And about 2 hours later, it was over. and America, and most likely China, because America immediately retaliated, because it was an extension of the mutually assured destruction, the MAD system from the our own actual Cold War. And so it's assumed they're gone, but no game has officially been over there, so it's not known what happened to the rest of the world. But we do know that America got plastered. There was early signs in the day, because they started with the coastline and worked inwards. So there was a lot of destruction. A lot of people had an idea what was going on, so people got into things called vaults. Vaults were made by a company called Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec had an ulterior motive. They weren't just making vaults to somehow make money off of saving lives. They were making vaults with a hope to trick people into them, because some of the vaults were running social/physical, sometimes even genetic experiments on their vault dwellers. Not all of them did it, though. There were control vaults. There were some vaults special made. Like if the government bought one specifically, they would just not do the experiments there, and everything would be kosher. But those were the rarities in the world. That was this America, which was in this timeline, America wasn't 50 states anymore by the time of the Great War. It had broken down into commonwealths due to a lot of infighting, and it was still a United States, but they were no longer 50 states. As I said, their flag was back to the round centennial style stars on a spangled banner, and the Red Menace was a big deal. So any robots that you may find may be talking about communism being bad, because, well, at the time, that was the great enemy. It was the thing to keep America focused. Unknown to the players, of course, in character, but literally the day that the bombs dropped, America was invading Singapore. So it was one way or another, the Great War was coming. It just happened to be China in this scenario got the jump on them. We opened the story for these guys in the city area of Atlanta. That's Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Like I said, 200 years. It's a little earlier than some games, but it's like Fallout 76 was literally just as the moment they could leave the vault that game started, so a lot of life was still around. No one but ghouls will remember the world before the war in this game scenario. There will be references, but nobody that's not a ghoul or a robot will have knowledge. So knowledge is going to be precious for you guys. As of this year, as Fallout stuff overall, I've played every Fallout game that has existed. I started with Fallout 1 when I had to be on DOS to run it. I had to use command prompts to fake extra virtual memory to get the dang thing to run the very first time I ever run Fallout, and it made me about half an hour before it died. And I had to buy a new computer on a 256 megabyte hard drive. I've been playing Fallout for a long time. Literally, I was playing it right before the show get ready to start, because I was just wanting to de-stress my brain to play some Fallout 4 with some mods. I've got some merch around. I've got the Pip-Boy my wife got me that was released with Fallout 3, so you could actually put your Pip-Boy on, and if you had a phone that was the right size, you could control the game's Pip-Boy with your Pip-Boy on your arm using the app.
Oh my goodness.
I never had the right size phone, but it was a really cool idea. And she found me the big old helmet, which I just put away because it's just ridiculously massive, and I can't. Everything's red when I look through the eye pieces because it's red tinted glass. But it was the Nuka helmet, which you guys might find one. Who knows? Power armor is a thing that can be found. Yes. It is not easy to repair. It's not easy to locate because it's the most notoriously difficult item to find in the game, even in the real games. And once you find one, you're set. Unfortunately, there's 4 of you, and one of you can't wear it. Super Mutant can't wear it.
That's fine. He can pick up a Brotherhood of Steel.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah. So that's me. I guess we'll start with Grimnack, since he's the long-beardedest of the next group. Who you're playing, and what's your experience with Fallout?
All right, I am playing Lucky Watts, Vault Dweller from Vault 107. I have zero experience with Fallout. None. Mostly because they've never really interested me. So I never played them. Other than that, I'm kind of excited to see what's going on in a custom setting for this. I had a crash course from Fallout from my roommate who owns most of the Fallout games.
There's a lot going on in the background you don't need to know about, but it's very interesting.
But
I think half this book is that.
Actually, I can't say I have zero experience with Fallout because I did play a little bit of Fallout Shelter when it first came out. I was like, "Oh, this is fun," and then I got bored and stopped playing. So
yeah, they didn't really. They put it out there, and then they just left it alone. Well, yeah, you go.
I don't think Fallout Shelter really counts though when it comes to Fallout experience personally, but other people might disagree.
It's a good toe dip. You know, you get the general tone of the idea. So get in the ground, be safe from radiation. Lucas, I forgot to actually say you. What is your experience with Fallout?
That's fine.
Who are you playing?
I am playing. I've been tossing around the name. I still don't know if I like it, but I am playing Sundance. He is a ghoul, so I have the. I've been practicing on my lines. He's been alive for 300 years, but I'll switch that to 200 years, right? So he's an old man, kind of both. He's an old walking corpse. But anyways, we'll get into that. And I'll be doing the voice for him the only way I know how the ghoul's voice works, which is the standard gravelly voice, but I'm just not ready to do it yet. I have played Fallout since Fallout 3, so that was back on the Xbox 360. Yeah, and then I played countless hours of Fallout 4, so many hours of Fallout 4. I love that game so much. And then, of course, I played Fallout... New Vegas in between those. I love New Vegas too. I want to play New Vegas again really badly. And then of course I play Fallout 76 once in a while when I pick it up. I have it on PlayStation upstairs, So which is basically Fallout 4 reskinned made into an MMO, so you can play with your friends, which is great.
Yeah.
So
with an extremely depressing storyline until they released the Wastelanders update.
Well, yeah, there's no
because everything was the Fallout 76 when it came out. To explain my statement. They didn't have NPCs because it was a dead world, but you'd walked out into this as a player and you're supposed to rebuild. That was the idea. They have a build system, but it's literally like a square block of a space you can build in, and you can build some stuff. So it really doesn't fit as well as I hoped for, but the story was compelling because you came in after everything, like the bombs had dropped, and when it was finally safe to come back out, your vault kicks you out. Like it's going to shut down, it turn off, air filtration, water, food, everything shuts off. You have to leave. And now you're out in this nothing, as you're just back here in a vault in the top of a hill and go.
Yep.
And you get going through this story and you're picking up the pieces of what happened while you were in the vault. And you just read "we were here" type messages as you go along. I won't spoil anything for anybody, but the whole game, I played through the whole game all the way to what they consider the end game, where you get to the end game grind for most MMOs. And it was beautiful messages, but it was a constant going, "We were here. We did this. This is what we accomplished. We didn't make it. Do better." And then there was occasional ones where it was like, if they would have talked to us, we could have done this together and we'd both be alive, So it was very, very depressing at that point. They finally listened and I guess finally made enough money or had enough time to where they released an update that brought NPCs back in, which is everyone's favorite thing about Fallout was the NPCs were colorful and memorable. And now it's a very alive game, but they didn't change the narrative of the original game. They just slid those NPCs into place with this update and said, life's coming back. And it's like, yeah, but you go to these places and this sad story's written there. And then you have this dude going, yeah, they were really cool. I wish we would have been here to help. I'm like, no.
Those poor suckers.
But they did. It's still a great game. I still love it. I play it occasionally, but it's just not moddable because it's online. So I play Fallout 4 more because I can change stuff. And like, In Fallout 3, you could change everybody's armor to power armor from the Warhammer, and then Fallout 4, I do the Wasteland Survivors, not Wasteland Survivors, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of the game, but it basically makes settlement building more fun and have a lot more interactions.
That'd be nice.
So, everybody, Fallout 4 is memorable to a lot of folks because you can do just about anything with it once. But the engine is the same for Fallout 4 and 76. And that's where a lot of the issues came in for a lot of folks. But anyway, back to the round table. Italian Stallion, what is your experience with Fallout and who are you playing?
Yeah. I'm playing Calamity Crash. I put the Calamity on the front for the Western theme.
Yes.
And I guess I'd have the same experience as Grim, where I basically just had Fallout Shelter and that's it. And it was all not even for that really that long. And I actually didn't connect the phone game to the video game. I didn't realize they were in the same universe for the longest time because there's such a huge disconnect between them. So I'm on the same page with Grim. I think Fallout Shelter doesn't super count, but I get the premise. I get the idea, and I think it's interesting. Yeah. And I'm more interested in the RPG aspect of it, so I'm excited to be joining you guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
All right, and the person that I've been told 6 different names for, Delius, I believe. That's what we're supposed to be going with today.
We can go with Jason. That's fine too.
Lucas doesn't talk about you, and then he talks about you for half an hour, and then he talks not to you about 6 months. I'm like, okay, is he coming or not? That's all I know.
I have a scatterbrain. I can't help it. It's just my life.
So yeah, who you playing, and how? What's your experiences with Fallout so far?
So I'm playing Zero, who's a super mutant. Very quiet, doesn't say much. Not like his owner. My Fallout experience started with Fallout 4. Really, that's where I got into it. So that's pretty much everything. I tried to Fallout 76 a little bit, but we live out in the middle of nowhere, and it doesn't work when you have no internet. So luckily, it's a little bit better. I can at least do this. But yeah, I fell in love with Fallout 4. Now I have to fight my son to play on my own system, as he has fallen in love with it as well, along with everything else. So
yeah, it's a good problem to have, but it's still some days you're like, it's my turn.
Move over, go to bed.
I bought the computer, so. but no, he allowed me to have 2 hours and some change to be with you guys tonight. So appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
He's the sponsor.
So to clear up, where Lucas is talking about being a ghoul and he's talking about being a super mutant, they are not like some systems will call things like subhuman or derived. Ghouls were human. Radiation in Fallout world does fun things instead of just melt things. They still do melt things.
I'm a melted candle.
There's a chance you don't die. In the case of ghouls got a massive rads or a steady amount of rads. It's really depends on the ghoul. But instead of dying when they hit that point where their body was decayed and husk-like, they just didn't. There's 2 sets of those ghouls though. There's the ones like Sundance that are still in there. They're still in the driver's seat. And there's the ones that their brains turned to mush before their bodies kept going. So they're zombies. They're zombies.
Yeah.
The good cultural reference is the rage zombies, because the favorite tactic in every video game for the ghouls is them rushing at you and just slapping the crap out of you.
Sometimes they bite
just
too.
Screaming.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
they are terrifying.
The first time you see them, every time you're like,
this is so dark. In the sewer, it's so dark. Oh yeah,
and they just jump out and basically flying tackle at you.
Oh, I'm so scared.
As for super mutants, there is several different what's the word I'm looking for?
Variations?
Origin points for super mutants, but the background piece of information is the same. There, sometime before the war, American scientists found something they called forced evolutionary virus. It was the new plague. It didn't kill everybody. Some people got better when they had it. So they found out that it was almost like a retrovirus, but it was extremely aggressive, similar to the stuff they do for the aliens from the Aliens RPG, where that virus could either make you really cool or turn you into a pile of toxic sludge. It's in between.
High stakes.
And American scientists were looking for any edge against the, as they call it, the Chinese. So they were making super soldiers, they were making super robots, super weapons, super vehicles, super everything. Well, FAV is one of the few of these super projects, very much like the Nazis were doing the wonder weapons, that didn't go away. FAV is forced upon a normal human, and they either live. Well, there's 3 stages for people that get dipped, basically, is the best way to say it. You either get dipped and you come out as a super mutant. You get dipped and you come out as well, you don't, because there's nothing left of you. And then there's the ones that come out as unholy god amalgamation of flesh. Those don't live. The middle ones we're already dead, probably halfway into the dip process. Zero is one of the lucky ones, and he came out. The trade-off is he's now superhuman. He's super tall. He's super strong. He's durable. They often say that small arms fire can't penetrate their skin normally, like they're that tough, but their brains suffer, and their natural aggression centers take up. It's almost like the rage center of their brain is now 90% of their brain. Like most super mutants in the game world are just attacking, and they're talking, but they're saying stuff like meat when they say a human.
Dinner served.
And they just start shooting. They start hitting with sticks,
Fighting.
or there's one that will run up to you with a nuclear weapon in his hand to spike it like a football to make sure you die.
I love those ones.
And if you,
That's sick.
it's not good. They even dip dogs, and they make things called mutant hounds.
Yep.
So it's
Awesome.
not pretty, and it was not a good thing. Post-war America was slipping down the slope of being the good guy, because they'd been at war for so long that darkness was starting to come in. So they weren't good people anymore. That doesn't mean there weren't good people. It just overall, both sides were going pretty much darkness.
Right. Overseer, just because they're bad
Yes.
guys don't mean they're
I mean,
bad guys.
no, sometimes they weren't. And most of the time they were. But a lot of that won't factor into this tonight, because tonight we're going to get started with a map I call the cabin. I will get that ready here in 1 second as I pull up my narration.
Make sure I switch overlays in time.
Yes, you should go ahead and do that.
Cue up all my sound bites and background music check.
Going to use.
Time for our next
Some of the
sponsor.
function.
Oh, look, it's Sugar Bomb's breakfast cereal yet again.
Oh, look at that! I'd only bought you one bottle.
I have to keep it away from my children because they're going to think it's real cereal and they will destroy it. So,
Right. Activate this map.
I will think of another
Get a real
spot.
sponsor from HelloFresh,
Ooh, I do it.
but it's like Nuka-Cola Fresh.
Fresh enough to survive the apocalypse. Oh, just realized that calls. Okay, boom.
So, a flickering light bulb hangs above the room, and the sound of humming electricity fills the room. Skittering in the distance is the only sound that is heard for days. Then a series of clunks and hisses fills the room. Green lights click on a monitoring screen in front of each of the noises. One by one, green lights flicker on the 4 of the 5 pods in the room, opening to reveal the humanoid figures inside, which are you. Sidebar. So begins the journey of 4 souls into the wasteland, surrounded by George's bent and broken heart. Welcome to Fallout, the ATL.
Goosebumps.
So what you see is what you see. You're in a room. That door icon is a door, but I'm going to lock it for the moment. You have 4 pods. 4 pods are like sleeper pods. And in front of you is a glowing green monitor and a keyboard, of course. Fallout computers, they didn't invent microtransistors. They somehow skipped that tech and kept up with radio vacuum tube technology. So electronics are bigger. Anyway, so this computer is like an old dummy terminal from our world, where it's all one unit. Like the computer, the monitor, it's all together because otherwise it doesn't work. This one's sitting on the desk with a green glowing thing, and there is a door. I didn't have a good icon to represent what the door actually looked like because, well, I just didn't have that part ready. But there's a doorway to the south that is, there, but it is closed. So now it's to you guys.
Are we still in our pods, like starting to come to?
You're starting to come to.
All right.
So as I say all this, that's as you're waking up. That's what you're seeing around you.
I'm going to claim this pod right here because it looks nice. Just. And I also,
I'll do this one.
I just wanted to move my mini.
It's comfy.
So we're going to wake up without our gear, but we still have our clothing. And do we have any of our armor? Or is it just...
You're wearing your gear, wearing the physical gear, but anything that would be in your hands is not with you at the moment.
So we have...
So I wouldn't have like a... Oh, I thought I had a lockpick set. Never mind. Sorry.
You might not have it now. That's up to... Well, whoops. I just threw your face somewhere else. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Maria.
It'll be later.
Okay. So yeah, as you wake up, you hear the like a loudspeaker. Good morning, batch 377572. Good morning. Time for you to exit the test area.
5 more minutes.
I roll,
Pod starts
I roll
closing.
over. I
5
roll
more
over
years.
and try to like get more covers in my jacket. I'm like, no.
So these pods aren't like most of sci-fi pods where it's like you're like laying down like was it Aliens where they had the cryopods and you're freezing. These literally were somehow you're sitting in a chair and a monitor comes down and like almost lands in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's opening up, the monitor slides away and the pod bay opens like clamshell and you're just sitting in a chair. It's just a really comfy chair. And there's like a, not a catheter, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Very uncomfortable.
An IV?
IVs, there we go.
An IV? Oh, okay.
And that
Similar, but not.
As soon as the chair starts opening you up, that's literally just kind of plucked out and retracts back. So it's weird, but it's definitely, it's the wasteland. You still have your memories. You just don't know why you're here. Like, whatever you were doing before, you were doing. Now you're here.
Just there's a big black space of time. Like we're making camp, and then
you don't even know there's any time yet because until someone checks their Pip-Boy for the time, they don't know there's any time change. Well,
I check my Pip-Boy for the times.
Oh, what?
Actually, that's like a good idea. Like, why didn't my Pip-Boy wake me up?
Now we haven't talked about this, guys, but aside from Jason and I, we're all strangers, I believe. Is this correct? I know we haven't talked about it. Okay.
Yep. So the two green ones know each other.
But well, you don't know that yet. Oh, wait. Okay, but you will. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like literally like 5 more minutes. So Lucky's gonna pull up his Pip-Boy and set an alarm for 5 minutes and kind of get comfortable in the chair again. He's not even gonna look at the time. He's just gonna set a Pip-Boy alarm for 5 minutes and then try and go back to sleep.
That's
oh
fine.
my gosh.
All right.
Can I get up? I'll pop up because Calamity's, she's a morning person. She'll pop up. Can I go check out the computer? And I'll be like, all right, well, let's see what's going on now. What's happening here?
Hold on a second. Let me fix your name here.
She's just completely unfazed. She's like, yeah, this is just another Tuesday for me.
Yeah. Tuesday in the wasteland.
There we go.
That's right.
I think there's
So, you're going to the terminal?
Yeah, I was gonna go check out the terminal. I think I can move myself, but maybe not as fluidly as I'd like.
It's not a perfect lineup right now because this map is kind of old at this point.
That's okay.
But
Well,
I
you get the idea.
It's more for getting us started. Once we get
I'll
past
just
this
jump back and
stuff.
forth over the chair. I'm like doing exercises. It's like launching.
Well,
It's your
yeah.
morning calisthenics.
It doesn't matter where you're at. It's just
there
once
you go.
So yeah, the computer terminal comes up. And most computer terminals in this world are green and black background, old CRTs. You know, you hear the as the monitor starts displaying text, and text comes out. Robco, it says like this whole spiel about Robco because that's who made the operating system. And version blah blah blah. And then there's 2 entries that pop up. One is welcome new subjects, and the second one is mandatory. What's the word I'm looking for? Dang it, English today. Mandatory questionnaire. There we go.
Oh.
And both of those are entries. And so when you hit the up and down buttons on a normal keyboard, it just flicks between the 2. There's no mouse in this setting either. They didn't invent that.
Gotcha.
Either. So it's just keyboards.
I'll call over to everybody to wake them up and tell them to get out of bed. It's time to go. We have this thing. Come over here and look at this. Look at what I found. There's this like weird terminal. Also
Shut
high.
up so loud.
Perfect.
Listen, man.
Sundance.
We're all just here. We might as well figure out what's going on and how to get out as quickly as we can. I come up to maybe his waist. Like, I'm just looking up.
Zero, you
Sundance, okay?
Is that you, Zero? How are we still alive? Damn it. Should have died 9 times over by now.
Woman loud.
Apparently she hasn't seen our faces yet, or she wouldn't be talking to us so kindly. And this guy starts crawling out of his pod or like standing up, and obviously he is the same size as Lucky and Crash, but he's got melted flesh that's mottled gray and green, and eyes that look lifeless and watery. He's got some, wasteland leathers on, and he's like, I hope you weren't expecting a kind welcoming here, because, I don't know, we're in a pretty bad spot. Hi.
You're all smashed. Sundance.
Zero smash.
Lucky continues to snore from his pod.
Before snashing, have you seen my hat? I need my hat. I don't know where my hat is. It's my personality.
Yeah, if you were trying to intimidate me, you're gonna have to do a little bit more than that.
Maybe, I don't know if Zero was, but Sundance is just like, don't scream at my ugly face, But
Aww.
but you're also you're a survivor though. You're not a vault dweller, so you've seen ghouls before.
Yeah, I'm
right?
used to this. Like, this is just once again, this is just a regular Tuesday for Crash. I feel like she's got like a very mysterious background history. And so I feel like she's been in a situation like this before, but maybe we'll never reveal the circumstances under which she was in this situation.
Honestly, it's a ghoul that didn't come out and attack you. So that's
true.
Instantly means it's not one of those ghouls, because it would have just went brah, just ran at you if it was a feral. That's the.
I feel like she needs like a Boston accent. Like, she's like, listen, bud, as long as you're not coming at me, I'm fine. Like, we're good.
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
Zero, have you gotten up yet? Are you out?
Yeah, I was standing in front of you.
Oh.
Well, it's about time.
Hey, right there by your foot. Don't step on it. Pick
Oh.
it up. No. Get it. Yeah, there it is. It's so shiny and new. And it's actually not. It's like super dirty. I'm not. This is my wedding hat. So
I was just gonna say that looks like
my gosh.
Some geek's wedding hat. I remember.
But I wanted to wear a hat. My green hats that I wanted to wear, they blend in. So, anyways, sorry. So he picks up this dirty tuxedo hat and just puts it on. He's like, there we go. Everything's fine now.
I feel like I need to tell you this so that no one else, like, you need to know. You look amazing in that hat.
Oh,
like, incredible. That just really brought your look to a whole new level.
Oh, good.
And if you don't know that, you need to know that.
All right.
And don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
I'm gonna wear it all the
Never-
time now. Thank
Never
you.
let me
I'm
tell you
being
otherwise.
sarcastic. I'm being so sarcastic. Just
I'm banking that as reality.
in real life,
Yeah,
real life, I'm bad at sarcasm, so this is not translating well.
my delusions
That's-
hit a whole new time high. Excellent.
Very true.
That's the
Yeah.
hat.
Lucas doesn't need encouragement.
Oh my goodness,
That's
I'm
the
so
hat that
vain.
he'd
Oh
always
no, in real life,
escort me
Lucas,
to
that
the
looks
corner
great.
with.
No, the hat for sure. For sure, in real life, it's excellent.
Oh, okay. I'm so
I love
confused
hats like
right
that.
now and vain. So, anyways, no, I'm not. I'm humble. Wait. Anyways, so yeah, he puts on this and it's just an ugly melted candle under a dirty white tuxedo hat with Raider leathers on
Like
or
a
something.
hole through it.
There's probably, and he's just like, wait, where the hell's my gun? Where's my gun? Who said that? Where's the stuff? Zero.
You just realized this? You got to the hat first? You realized the hat was missing first.
Bag.
And then your
Where
gun.
bag.
He's like, yeah,
Okay.
this is important. Gun second.
I'm surrounded by idiots. She just has a moment of, oh my god. Who am
Lucky's
I? here
alarm
with?
finally goes off.
Yep.
Okay, fine. I'll get up.
Thank
And he
God.
kind of gets up out of the chair and blindly starts wandering around, eyes half closed.
Oh, that's good. I can imagine.
Perception nat 20.
Hi, how you doing?
I'd like to know about. Well, if I'm the only one who's going to get down to business, I think I would like to know exactly what this terminal is all about.
Mhm.
And it's got this questionnaire on it. Do y'all feel up to taking a test, boys?
I take tests every morning. This is par for the course. And then when his eyes open up all the way, he sees Zero walking towards him. Oh God, someone save me!
That's what I was waiting
Relax,
for.
he doesn't bite.
He's running back to his pod, oh God!
Now, that's actually not true. He does bite a lot. But I tend to rein him in when I don't need him to kill something. Zero.
Someone help me.
Don't kill.
Food.
No, not yet. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. If we don't get out of here, yes.
I'm not food. I'm not food.
No,
It's okay.
you most definitely are food if we don't get out of here. It's just a
Well,
warning.
if he was gonna eat us, he'd have done it already.
Everybody's so loud.
It is actually kind of small room for all this yelling.
Points at
I didn't
Sundance.
yell when I saw you guys. I
The
was
corpse
chill, okay?
talks. Why does the corpse talk?
Boy, you must be free
I'm
from the
pretty
vault.
sure corpse is like a slur to them. You might not want to.
Eh,
I like an emotion like this. Relax, dude.
you know,
Why am
You
I-
need to
I
be
just-
more inclusive.
I was.
Be more
I
inclusive.
was. But the,
oh gosh, I'm sweating and laugh so hard. I can't wear this hat right now. I'm still wearing it, but I can't wear it. It's too hot.
I thought about wearing a sweater and I was like, I can't.
Oh.
Okay. I can't.
So
Why?
he's like, I've dealt with plenty of smooth skins before. It's no big deal. You can scream and call me what you want.
Smooth skin.
By the way, I'd have to note that some of you may be familiar with it, but Lucky's wearing a vault suit.
Yep.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And he's wearing the vault security armor and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, whoop-de-doo for you. We got a little Vault Dweller on our hands. He's probably never tasted fresh air before. Welcome.
I mean, I was walking through the
Zero starts
woods.
pushing
I got
buttons.
out, and I was walking through the woods, and then, oh God, help me!
Just calm down.
Okay, relax. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna live, or maybe you won't. But either way, you'll know. And eventually.
Well, Zero, when you hit the computer, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Before the meat
The
head
screen
gets too
changes.
far. Oh boy.
And text starts coming about saying, you are approached by a frenzied vault scientist who yells, I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber. What is your response?
Oh,
I shoot them with my gun.
But doctor, wouldn't that cause a parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity? Yeah? Up yours too, buddy. Say nothing. Grab a nearby pipe and hit the scientist in the head to knock him out. For all you know, he was planning to bolo up the vault. Say nothing, but slip away before the scientist can continue his rant.
I
And
shoot
it's
him
just-
with my gun.
I think that well, there was three options, right? It wasn't one. Hit him with a pipe.
There's four.
Oh, okay.
There's one with the science babble. There's up yours, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Say nothing, hit him with a pipe, and say nothing and get away before he can continue his rant.
I like the hit him with a pike option.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Vault Dweller? You're going to go with the science jargon, I imagine.
What did he say?
That's right.
And then they repeat the science jargon, and he's like, I don't know what that means. How about we just leave him alone and go away?
No, I think we hit him over the head with a pike. Oh, you got a lot to learn here, kiddo. Oh, gosh.
I like the pipe option. When in doubt.
So you guys picking the pipe option?
I think the majority rules.
Yeah, I click option C. That's what I always did when I take tests.
I don't know if Zero knows how to read, so whether he's hitting it on accident or Crash does it, that's fine. Lucky's
No,
kind of
once it all started going, Zero just kind of
whoops.
backed off.
Whoops, what'd I do?
So the screen,
Sundance.
it sits there, and you hear the in this small room, you can hear the computer whirring really hard, processing your button press,
Oh,
and then the
single
screen,
button press.
and slowly across the screen, the words "interesting" write out, and then it reprocesses for another question.
You judging
no.
me right now? Sorry.
Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best
So-
course of treatment? A bullet to the brain. B, large doses of anti-mutagen. Prayer. C, prayer. Maybe God will spare you in exchange for a life of highest devotion. D, removal of the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
None of these are use that hand as an extra weapon.
Mm-mm.
Like, don't you ever go through the day and you feel like you don't have enough hands for all your guns,
Every day of my life.
Anti-mutagen. Anti-mutagen. Can we pick
No,
that
I
one?
think there needs to be another answer. Can we write in our own answers?
Can we pick the anti-mutagen, please?
Typically these,
I don't want another arm.
I don't think we're going to get one. I mean, you would probably die with radiation exposure. Looking at your weak,
I think
smooth
we're missing
flesh.
the real creative. I think we're missing the real creative possibilities here with an extra arm, you guys. I don't think you're understanding
it's-
the possibilities.
It's coming out of your stomach. How can you wear a shirt?
I mean, you can cut holes in your shirts. That's fine. That's easy. There's holes in my shirts already.
It's always one hand that'll stay warm.
I only have 2 arms.
Fair enough, Zero.
Good answer.
You know what, Zero? That's a really good point. We'll just go with the What was the antigen? What the Vault Dweller said?
The anti-mutagen.
Yeah, whatever.
Zero's
And
answers.
it does it again. It comes out. It's just the screen wipes, and then interesting, ... and then it goes to another. It just pops up. Final question. Who is indisputably the most important person in the ATL? He who shelters us from the harshness of atomic wastelands, and to whom we owe
Zero.
everything we have, including our lives. And
Zero,
it
you have to
doesn't
wait for him to
give
finish.
you options at first. You just hear it whirring away.
Wait for it.
Yeah, it's like you're starting leaning in, and then you hear it click. And I lost my token.
So is he who shelters us basically from the harshness of the wastelands? That's kind of what it was saying.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
what
like
it
that-
says.
I feel like that could
It's
be
like
important
trying to you're trying to coach you to say something,
later.
but it never actually says anything. It just sits there and whirs.
Interesting.
0 most important.
Lucky just kind of goes, Amen?
Lost my.
Zero.
I,
I am obviously the most important, which is why you protect me. Remember this.
Oh.
But you protecting me makes you the most important. So remember that. It's a big
It's
circle.
not there. Let me get rid of that. Okay.
My head hurts.
Oh, I saw it for a second.
Yeah, I know, buddy.
Yeah, but that's not.
It's gonna be really hard not to laugh at
No, I
every time
think-
we have a conversation, Jason.
Okay.
I know.
So you hear a rattling, and then one of the desk drawers pops open.
Oh,
You didn't even
Desk
notice there was
drawer.
one there because it was solid.
Okay.
Inside is 3 wristband looking things. They look very similar to just a leather cuff, And you hear the from overhead again. Please look at your left forearm and place the attached leather bracer. This is a protective cover over the injection site of the Luminous Educational Achievement Specialized HUD, affectionately
What?
called by the developers the leash. This device allows you and your fellow test subjects unique access to life monitoring and other non-standard visual aids. Observe your fellow test subjects and see that you can see a representation of their current health.
That's pretty cool.
So there's
Lucky's gonna look
Okay.
at the rest of the group, and what does he see?
wait. So there's
Nothing.
there's 3 of them in the drawer.
There's one for everyone that doesn't already have a leather cup. Lucky already has a leather cup over his arm. It was intended. You get the idea that this is automated.
Okay.
So we're supposed to put this on our left arm, and hopefully we don't get it severed.
Vault Dweller, what do you say about this? What is this?
I don't know.
What's this thing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You have one on your arm already.
But they put one on my arm when I was a kid.
Well, see
What
what
does
the
it do?
difference between the Vault Dweller and what you got is yours was given to you by this shelf. His is usually under his uniform because it keeps his arm from chafing for his pip. His pip boy can be removed, but most vault suits have that leather cuff built into them because that's arm that has it. This thing is giving you the cuffs for some reason to protect this thing they're calling the leash.
Well, Zero, why don't you go ahead and put one on your wrist, and we'll see what
I'll press it
happens.
on you.
Armor?
Yes,
Bad armor.
it is armor because it goes on your arm. See,
It no
Close enough.
no skin better.
no,
Feels funny.
yes, it will at first. It's like a new pair of socks.
So Zero,
Doc.
as soon as you put it on, for a few seconds, you will see some text pop into your vision, and it moves when you move your head, and it's behind your hand. It's on your hands, but all it says is leash activated, and then it goes away. And you hear subject super mutant 0 activated.
Oh,
Firmware update
Activated
not
for
applied.
what?
Health HUD not activated.
that's creepy.
How does it know your name?
I saw things in my eyes.
How does it know your name? Do you have are you registered somewhere? Are you part of a club where they have your name written down?
That's funny.
Well,
Maybe.
I have a club.
Set it up perfectly, all
Yeah.
according to plan. Well, I don't want a leash on me. I don't care what you say. I'm too,
I'll do it.
I don't trust anything like that.
I want to get out of here sometime today, unless I can hack this computer. Maybe we'll give it a try if we can't find a way out. But if Zero's not dead yet, then I'll probably survive. Unfortunately, if I can't die in 230 some years. I'm probably not gonna die now. And he slaps the
You're a
leash.
geezer. Can I look around? Can I look around the vault and just see what else there is? If there's anything else.
There is nothing. There is the
Okay.
the bulb hanging from a wire on the ceiling that terminates into the concrete. It looks like it's not even really a bulb. There's no hole for the light this wire to come through. It's like someone built the wire there and then poured the concrete. So it's perfectly encased. And the pods are there. The door is just closed. And then there's this desk that, as you've noticed, that one drawer can be open. It is a drawer. There's a space on the other side for a possible second drawer.
So is there not a second drawer? Is that what that?
It's
There
smooth.
isn't one, or
It's smooth to look at, but it's the same exact dimensions the other side, so you can infer there might be another shelf there.
can I try to open it?
With what? What are you trying to open?
I don't know.
You don't have anything.
You could
With
kick
my
it.
bare hands,
you
I'll
can
just
try.
I'll punch through it.
I
I don't want to break my hands before we get out. Fine, I'll put the leash on if everyone else is putting the leash on, but it doesn't mean that I'm succumbing to peer pressure. Let it be known.
Do you actually punch it and then like it doesn't do anything?
I mean, can I try to punch it? That'd be kind of fun.
The drawer?
Yeah.
All right, when you do that, you hear ting, like some pistol has gone off. And you hear ting, 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 ting.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Wait, not the ammo. Don't waste the ammo. So we got to get that open somehow. If we all put on the leashes, will it open? I wonder.
Each time you put it on, you hear leash activated, your name, and then firmware update not applied. HUD not active. Health HUD not activated. See your representative Robco employee.
Okay.
Does Lucky have the health HUD since he's had a leash on the whole time?
No, you don't. But you do see on your Pip-Boy there is a leash icon added to your scrolls.
All right, we're gonna hit the leash icon,
and you get the same thing: leash activated, and the icon. The icon doesn't go away, but there's just no menu there. It's like this blank space for you.
Okay.
Basically, I was going to do some more funky things if everybody was a Vault Boy, Vault Tech, but since you're not, I can't do as many special things.
Oh, no.
I had to dial it back. No plans.
All right,
I'm surprised Lucky doesn't get to do things because he's the only Vault Dweller.
I mean, you could. You just didn't go to the computer and took a nap. So the shelf opens up, and it pops open. You've been to the end a little bit, but it opens up, and there's one spent round from one of your pistols randomly. I'm not going to make you lose your ammo.
Thank you.
And all your handheld and pocket goods are in that drawer.
There's my baby.
I load up.
And then you hear.
It's like a mad dash.
A large kathunk, like a heavy metal kathunk.
From where?
The door.
And that door is now openable.
All right. I load up on my gear and I.
Zero. Here's your stuff. Come get it.
Grab my bat. Told you I have club.
I go to the door and I look back at everyone. I'm like, "Well, are you coming?"
Well, certainly are anxious.
What's the computer screen showing now?
On the computer screen now is the original one of the it was welcome test subjects icon or entry is still blinking. The test one is grayed out, like you just couldn't select it.
Okay. Lucky's gonna select the welcome test subjects icon.
All right. It pops up. It does the whole refresh screen and starts spitting out welcome, and it says your test subject number again because I've already forgot what I said. I literally wrote it down. I lost it. I don't know where it is.
That's okay.
But it's welcome test subject batch. You have been selected out of all your peers based on your potential merit for destruction or construction, construction or destruction. You have been selected because you are unique, even if you don't feel you are. We think you are. Go out into the test area and good luck. Everything is riding on you and no one is relying on you. Contradictions are fun. It's just, that's where it ends, and it just, the monitor goes, ka-tunk, turns off.
They sound insane and totally sane.
Like Lucky's gonna poke the monitor.
You hear it powers back up when you poke it, but it doesn't actually show anything. Just boom.
That's it there.
I know. Okay. No, I revised that. So it just shows please exit the test area.
So wait a second.
Exit the test. Oh god.
We're following Calamity over here. And I'm Zero, or he's like, that's Zero, and I'm Sundance. But you haven't said your name yet. There.
I'm Lucky.
Well, that's good. So am I. But what's your name?
Yeah, but what's your name?
Lucky.
Oh, wow.
I'm Lucky.
You're
Are you?
so original.
Yeah,
Because you're
I
right here.
think.
You're here with us.
I guess you were raised in a vault.
Yeah. I'm lucky. That's what they told me. So that's what I am. I'm lucky.
That's a dumb name.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really dumb name. I agree with Zero.
But
Zero and I are fast becoming pals.
So Nance just looks at Lucky. You can't see any expression on his face because his face is melted. It's hard to say. He's just like, them's the breaks. Just stick with us for a little bit. Maybe you'll live past dinner. Let's go.
okay. Like he's gonna pick up he's gonna realize that the last few things in there are his. He's like, oh, the gun I picked up.
The gun you picked up. You are lucky, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, when I was leaving, I didn't have anything but my clothes and some water. And then when I was leaving, I found like this armor, and he holds like he like tugs on the Vault Tech armor he's wearing, and the gun, and that stick, and some of these. What are these? And he's holding up a cap. He's like, this is weird.
Oh, maybe I should hold on to those for you. You don't really need them.
No, I think I should hold on to those.
I think
I should hold
maybe
on to
we
those.
should.
And also, I think
split
I
them.
should
But
hold
they're
on to
mine.
the gun as well. Do
No,
you?
this
is
know
my
how
stuff.
to use the gun?
My
This is
money.
It's no. This is money.
No.
Oh, then I need to
Zero.
keep it.
Zero. Why do you open your mouth?
better-
Why do you open your mouth? Oh my God, it's me.
It's a
Try
form
to
of
get-
currency. It's very valuable. You should probably hang on to it. You'll be our
No.
treasure, but you got to stick with us, kid, and we'll keep
Oh.
you safe. Now, here's my question: do you even know how to use any of those guns?
Oh yeah, I do. They gave me this thing that looks like this, but made out of plastic when I was a kid, and they wanted to see if I could hit little like targets at the end. And every time I hit one, they gave me candy. It was great.
Plastic,
Yes,
Wow.
candy.
What a life.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
He's
I'm
gonna-
starting to think we might come from two very different backgrounds, Lucky.
Lucky's gonna get really far in this world.
Well, I'm lucky.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's the only way you're gonna get really far in this world.
Oh,
I don't
crap.
need luck.
I
I'm
also
born
had to
with-
do a lot of trading. If I wanted the good candy, I had to trade the bad candy away.
You're
So
gonna
I'm
need to
good
stop
at
talking
that.
right now before I pop you one in the mouth. I just like walk out the door.
Well, I guess we're gonna follow her.
Zero follows her, shaking his head.
Don't shake too hard that your brain will come loose. It's
Your brain will rattle around.
All right. So
I forget.
I
By
didn't mean that,
default,
Grim.
by
I felt
default,
really
none of your
mean.
characters have a light on right now. Lucky could.
oh, pip light.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So
I
Lucky's
see.
gonna turn on the Pit Boy.
All right. Give me a second to alter
that's
your
cool.
character.
Fog War. Some. Yes, Founder's pretty good at this.
Yeah. I'm so glad when I got my own copy.
I bought it and I still not learned anything about it yet. I just use Roll20 all the time. It's
He just uses me for everything.
well, there's also that.
Okay,
are
so
these?
Pit Boy, I don't remember what its radius for light is, so we're just going to guesstimate and see if we
Sure.
How do I,
Excuse me.
squares.
Trying to see if I keep my voice the whole time here.
how do I turn on the light?
I feel bad. I feel like Crash is a lot meaner than I am in real life. So if I hurt your
Right.
feelings, I don't mean it.
So
Don't worry,
unless
I
you-
won't take it personally. Lucky might, but I won't.
So unless you guys have
Okay,
a
cool.
flashlight,
Lucky
you
should.
won't have a light source. But in this area, there are light sources. However, once you all get in, the door behind you clunks shut in the distance, and you hear the telltale sound of
Oh, I do have a flashlight.
it locking. And
Locking.
welcome to Test Site 2, Combat Training. Releasing
Stuff.
combat drones.
Oh, really?
Moving into one of the corners and going, oh god, oh god, oh god. Someone
Zero.
help me.
And,
Zero
and
just
from
starts
the
moving.
edges of the wall and underneath stuff crawls out 4 very, very large roaches. Everyone but Lucky, these are red roaches. Lucky, these are giant cockroaches.
There's 4 of them. Oh, there's the 4th. Yeah, I'm looking. It's literally right next to me.
How's
Oh,
that?
there they are.
Right on it.
So everyone, right click on your icons and you'll see 6 different buttons. The bottom right one is toggle combat state. Go ahead and click that.
I only have 4 buttons, but I do have
I
that
was
one.
going to say,
So I
Okay.
see Sundance. Okay,
There we
zeros in there.
Oh, so we just gotta toggle it on, and then you go from there. Okay. Wow, first combat already, guys.
I'm not sure
Hope
how.
we're ready.
All right, I
So
can
you
do it
just
for
right
if
click,
it's
you
not-
said, or
Yep, you should be able to just right click and it shows. I put Lucky in there.
it's not. Not sure if I'm doing it wrong.
sword,
It's not
a
working.
shield.
Yeah, it's a sword and shield. If you can't do
Right
it, I
click
get
on
it.
you.
Oh, there you go. You're in there.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
So on the combat tracker, which is the fist icon on Foundry's top right, is going to be all your characters. Fallout 2D20 uses a static combat initiative. So everyone just go ahead and click the roll initiative. And I will take enemies in and out of this tracker in the future, but we won't roll for you guys again unless you change your initiative.
Is that-
because that fills up the chat menu.
Is that on our character sheet or?
Yeah, that's your initiative from your character sheet.
Where's it at? Is it under?
Well, you're just going to click it on the combat tracker.
That's what I was asking. Is where we're clicking at? Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you go to combat tracker for Sundance, and right next to your name is the button. So that's your guys' initiative. This is theirs. And
Awesome.
then I'm going to clear all of these out. It's the one downside to Foundry is it stores those, and there's no way for me to turn that off since it's going to be static.
Oh, we
So-
all are going before the red roaches, which is nice.
All going for the red roaches. Yep.
Nice.
So
I have to see what weapons I have. It's been a
you
while.
have all your weaponry. You have limited ammo. We do track ammo because that is something you can also loot. So whenever you're ready, the first person up is 0.
Okay.
So,
Baseball bat.
hey, I have
So
one of
for
those too,
this-
buddy.
Yeah, for this scene, we're not going to worry too much about movement because it really doesn't matter because you're in such
Yeah.
a fine space. So
Okay.
if you just want to go, I'm hitting the one next to me or I'm hitting the one by the door, just let me know
Yep.
and we'll put you against that one.
Yep, I will hit the one next to me and walk me through that.
All right. So what you're going to do is on your sheet, you should have your status page up.
Mhm.
And at the bottom, I've went ahead and favorited your baseball bat and your pipe gun.
Oh, okay.
And you can
Yep.
just click the name.
Got it.
And you're looking for 1 success because this thing is not trying to attempt to evade or anything like that. It's a little standing right beside you. So you only need 1 success to hit it.
So we roll 2d20 all the time, and we try to roll low. This game's all about rolling low underneath your target number, right?
All right.
Which we can
It's
educate.
showing that I have 5 d20.
You
It says roll 5.
no, you roll 2. I think
Okay,
you can
cancel it. And
Do I
just
have a
click-
bonus or something that's adding them in there? Or?
Let me see.
It should show
I'm
5
gonna run to
dice,
the
but
bathroom real quick.
Oh,
While
sure.
I'm not up in the initiative.
You're fine. It should be the one that's highlighted in blue.
yeah,
So it should be on 2 by default. You can click 5, but you
Oh.
should be starting at 2. And if not, you can just click 2.
Yeah,
On
I'll
the
just
bottom.
change it to 2.
And then your
Oh.
complication range is 20. Oh, that's the damage.
Oh.
You want to hit that. You want to click on the name, baseball bat.
Oh. Okay. That's,
We can keep
okay.
that if you want to keep it.
0 stupid.
Literally your first time rolling. So
I rolled.
You got,
all right, so
you got one success.
You technically you hit its main body because it's on 4 legs. It's got different locations for hit, but it doesn't have special armor because it's a roach. So you can keep that damage you already rolled, which is pretty good. 3 damage plus an effect, which I don't think the baseball bat has any effects on it.
No, because I didn't do the right number of dice. Yes,
Yeah.
I get to roll 5 dice for my
Okay.
actual attack. I changed it.
So go ahead and click that.
Oh,
That- That is 5 damage.
Now, that's all right. That's a little bit of all right there.
So let's see if he has any special things
With 3
that might
effects,
help
if
him out here.
the bat, I don't see any effects on the baseball bats. I have one too.
Okay, so that's fine. And so the effects unfortunately go uncredited for you, but in the future, if you have a weapon that has like a vicious effect or piercing, every one of those effects rolled would be 1 use of that. You could use it for.
Do you get to?
Um,
Do you pick which effect you want to do?
You do. You get
Okay.
to pick
Oh.
that.
That's kind of cool.
as a player. I will do the same thing though for my guys when they have it. So that's the trade-off is I just run a lot more people to try to hit you with it. So he has no, actually you're supposed to get 2 successes, but we're gonna roll with it because these guys are literally fed for you to be beaten on to make sure you know how to do it. So you hit for 5 damage, which wasn't enough to kill it.
Oof. Tough little guys. That makes me go, oh no.
It's a bloody little thing. It is not doing good. That roach was whacked pretty hard. So next up is Sundance.
Okay. So I know we'll learn all about our actions and stuff. There's minor actions and major actions,
Major
right?
actions. Correct.
So I think a minor action is to aim, correct? I know certainly I don't have to do that, but I think that gives you something. I probably should be looking in my PDF, which I only thought about it right now. I don't maybe
Well, the nice thing about this book is combat is in the first part of the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, minor actions aim, you re-roll a 1d20 on the first attack roll.
Yep.
So if I fail one of them, I can re-roll it.
We get the action economy is 1 minor action, 1 major action, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Or 2 minors.
Okay.
Well, I have only 13 10mm bullets, but this ghoul is old and he's weak. Like, Constitution and Strength are not his strong points, which you'll find out. But I think at first he's just like, well, maybe I can finish that thing off. And, he's next to Calamity and this roach. He's Zero's buddy, right? So he rushes over and pulls out his baseball bat and tries to go whack-a-mole on the one that Zero is fighting.
Okay. So we're going to continue with these. These particular red roaches only need 1 success.
All right.
Normal ones would need 2, but
So
because they're small. It's supposed to be because they're small, but these are being served up for you guys to kill.
May I buy an extra die to give you an action point?
Yes, you may.
So we can get action points in a pool that we can use as a team pool, and we can give them
when you're rolling 1d20s.
Yes, and then the GM also gets them.
Points.
Yep. And I assume our pool is at 0 right now.
Your guys' pool is 0. Mine started at 4.
All right.
Because there's 4 of you.
How do you buy dice?
Ooh.
So you hit. For your question, when it comes time for you to roll either a skill or an attack, anything that's rolling d20s, you can ask me, can I buy a die? I will usually say yes because that gives me action points. I also create action points by rolling crits. Well, Lucas just rolled a crit. So he's got a crit. So your guys are getting 1 AP into the party pool.
So every success. So I needed 1 success and I got 2. Since I got an extra success, it turns into an action point for us to go into the pool, and then we can use those to add dice to our rolls. So you might I need a dice. Can I use one of these action points to get an extra dice? And we're like, yeah, go do it. So
yeah. Lucky's
action
really
points
useful because if he finishes off enemies, I have a chance to add action points to the party pool.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why Lucky's lucky.
All right, so Lucas, you hit him.
I need
roll your damage.
Roll my damage. Oh, did not go through. Okay, roll number of dice for 4, which is I'm surprised I hit. I didn't think I was gonna. So no effects obviously, but 3 damage coming from that.
Yeah, and that's the same one Zero already hit.
Yes.
All right, so he.
Except I probably should move my miniature over there. As I run up and safely. Dead. He's dead? Yeah.
That one's dead.
This is how.
This one only had 1 point of health left.
This is how Zero and I roll. That's right. Just like that. Like he smashes into it, and while it's stunned, Sundance comes up safely still behind Zero's body and reaches around around his legs and goes, whack-a-mole. And just smashes it in the head. And then just yeah. That's right. I'm a killer.
So yeah, you hit it. You hear carapace crack as you hit this roach really hard, and you hear a solid thunk from the door. Then it's Calamity.
Still got it.
Okay. You're gonna have to show me.
We got it, buddy. We got it.
Because I was not there for that.
That's fine. So if you want to do, I've favorited your 2 weapons because you only have 2, so they're on your status page. If you want to use your
Okay.
pistol or your machete, it's the same action of hitting where it says the name on that particular part of the sheet. And then it will bring up the roll screen, which is going to say your attribute plus your skill with the weapon, tag, yes or no, because it's not. If it is, you click that if it's supposed to be tagged. But if you're using your machete, you tag small guns. You didn't tag melee weapons, so that won't be lit. The complication range is 20 because that's default. These aren't hard to hit. They're being served up to hit you. So you only need one success. So what you're trying to do in this case is your 2d20 is trying to roll below a 9. Because your
Okay.
attribute is 7, your skill is 2.
Okay, so where am I? I'm so sorry. Where am I
You're fine.
clicking? To go
So
over
on
to
your status page, at the bottom,
Okay.
it should say favorite weapons.
Yep.
And you pick one of
Okay.
those two that you're going to use, and then you click the name.
We'll do machete.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So let me
Okay,
get that
and then you
screen up.
said
If you don't mind trying it with just 2 dice or 2 1d20s, you can leave it
Mhm.
as it is and just click roll. If you want to buy one from me, you can, or you can spend some AP that they've already gained, which I think is
It says
there's
2,
a
but
s-
I thought we only had 1.
you got 2. You got an extra one from that. Where is the AP?
Bottom right, right by the roller screen. I see it. It says
Yeah.
party AP. So yeah, you could use one of those action points to get another D20 to roll if you wanted to, or
You can get one. You can get one extra
well,
d20 for 1 AP.
so I've
Right.
got real quick, I'll show you. I've got a second major action. I can take a second major action in combat with fast shot if it's a ranged weapon. So I can basically like hit with my machete and then turn around and shoot with my pistol.
That's true.
So we'll see if I need that after I roll this. So I'll just go ahead and roll
That's a
this.
was that your feet that you picked? Oh!
So complications.
Now,
Those are
how's your luck?
no bueno. Can you?
Calamity doesn't need luck.
Can you spend a luck point to re-roll a dice?
Normally, I believe you can, but I don't think you can on complications.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because if
The
so,
complication.
she could re-roll the complication die to get rid of it.
Let's go with for now. She can simply because that's more fun at the moment,
Okay.
and I will double check on that.
What's
offline.
what's your luck?
4.
So you have 4 luck points.
You'll go down by 1 luck point, but you can re-roll that 20.
That's up to
Okay.
you. I mean, you can take the complication. It's really up to you.
So what you do in Foundry itself right now is you're going to click that 20 that's showing, so it kind of whites out, and then click the re-roll button.
Okay. What's the complication? What does that mean?
Complication in this case is something bad's happening. You're using a melee weapon, so let me get to the melee weapon section.
The overseer has a nice little list of juicy things. They can be like, oh well.
Oh no.
So things
I'm
like
so glad you asked.
yeah, so things like you overextended and your defense is reduced by 1, which means it's easier to hit you. Your weapon could have got stuck in something, and you would have to take a turn just to get it out. Or if it was a living creature still, it could just run off with your weapon stuck in them. Or wear and tear, your weapon is damaged and is closer to breaking down.
Oh dear. Okay, then yeah, I'll go ahead and re-roll that.
It turned it into a success.
Oh, nice
Yay.
work. Nice
So now,
work.
next to the name on the other side, towards the right, is a face with a number. That is your combat dice. So you go ahead and click that. And you can spend AP here as well if you want more damage dice, but you don't have to.
That's the D6 roller with the face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then I roll that.
Mm-hmm. You can just roll it straight, or you can spend AP to get more damage dice.
I'll just roll it straight.
3 damage. Nice.
You only rolled 2 dice. Did you click on
was
the
I
one on the
supposed to-
sheet?
Yep. Oh, the one at the bottom of the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying on your character sheet.
Oh, my character sheet.
Yep. Right next to machete, as you go to the right. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's
There
better.
you go. So you did 2 damage.
Oh. Still better.
Oh. Can I use, just for fun, just to assert my dominance, can I use my fast shot to take my second major action in combat and
Yes.
fire my gun?
Yes, you can. That's you're completely
I love
able
it.
to do that. So you do the same thing again, but you just do the pistol this time.
Okay.
So sluck, pow.
Let's go. Yeah.
So you got a success.
Oh.
So you've hit.
She got a
Now-
critical success with a 1.
Yes, you did. Now before
Nice work.
you
Thank you.
roll damage, you can spend ammo to do more damage if you want before you roll. So right now you're spending 1 shot of
Mhm.
ammo just to hit. If you want to
Right.
spend more, you get dice based on how many extra. Well, wait,
I should
10
change the music
millimeter.
up.
Never mind. You can't. Never mind. 10
No.
millimeters
Yeah,
too slow.
I-
It doesn't have any special
Yeah.
qualities.
So just roll
Yeah, I'm
the.
good.
You can spend AP still to do more damage.
No,
but
that's okay.
you can just click
Since we're
that.
just in the I'm getting the sense that this is like a testing area, so I feel like I don't want to
So
damage
you
it too, or don't want to use too much stuff.
correct.
So
So
we'll get
you
to the
did
real world.
3 more damage.
Change up the music a
So-
little bit. Get a little Western theme going on here.
It
There you
is
go.
bloody. You've blown off one of its antenna.
Ooh.
It's looking very shaky, but it's still up.
What are the hit points on this thing?
6. You just did.
Oh, I might be
Oh.
able to finish it off. Hooray!
So
yeah,
what-
yeah, because I did basically 5 points of
Yep.
damage.
And now it's Lucky's turn.
Very nice,
Alright.
by the way. All on your own
So-
there. The 5 points.
I want to use a combination of luck and AP to give myself 2 more dice for this shot.
Okay.
So I want to use 1 AP and 1 luck point, so I can get 4
Alright.
dice.
So you're using
Ooh.
1 party AP, taking you back down to 2.
And he's gonna shoot the roach that Calamity attacked.
Okay. So I'm going to make this one.
Now, I'm visually looking at how we're setting up on the screen. Like,
He's basically shooting between Zero's
That's
legs.
Oh, I was thinking like between the 2 of
Oh.
us, but maybe between Zero's legs. Yeah, like and he's lucky, so I'm gonna ricochet that shot off the ground. Super mutants are sterile, doesn't really matter. Well, actually, probably doesn't know.
Still matters.
Still matters.
If you make it, Calamity's just like so proud of you, but so angry inside.
So
She's
Zero's
not good at
just
this.
impressed with what Calamity did, and now this is going to happen. And
So
We'll see
same
what
thing. I went ahead and favorited your pistol.
And no
So
one's
go
killing
ahead
each
and
other right
do
now?
that.
Oh, nice
You hit it a lot.
successes.
You hit it a lot.
4 successes.
And yeah, you overdid it.
Nice.
So that's what, 3 extra.
That's 3 AP, so that puts us at 5. Our pool,
Back to
our
5.
pool max is 6, guys. So we get there, we gotta,
Oh, wow.
we want to use them or lose them.
All right, I want to use some AP for some extra damage
Oh,
because I have a chance to give 2 more back to the party.
All right,
This
let me
is so
pop back over that
overkill.
section. Yeah, this particular one is already pretty much.
until we fight an Assaultron, though, then we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, we can't do anything to this thing. It's killing us. You know, but that's later.
I imagine like Lucky coming out of the gate, just like screaming and like whirling. What weapon do you have?
That's a 10mm pistol.
Oh, we got
It's a
It's just
tiny little thing.
whirling it, like, I'm gonna get it.
All right, so it's gonna
Absolutely
take
wasted.
5 damage. I have no effects for the
Okay.
pistol.
You remembered your
So-
Vault-Tec training, your security training quite well there. Like,
Oh, he's not a security guy. He just happened to find the armor on his way out.
So you managed to kill it with that 1 point of extra
I hope
damage.
so. Holy
Past
cow.
1. So yeah, you almost killed it outright, just like she did, but it was already.
All right, so because I have my perk is Grim Reaper Sprint. Whenever I finish off an enemy, I get to roll a dice. If I roll an effect, add 2 AP to the party.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll
fun.
it.
Granted, I just spent 2, and I gave us 1 more, even after spending 2.
Yeah. Roll it.
You just
Have
roll
to
roll
try
a d6 then, or what?
Nope.
But still, that's great
good.
though.
It's a good thing to have in your pocket because
It's got 4 AP. We're doing really well.
Yeah, well, I mean, lucky is supposed to be lucky, so,
No.
Granted, I only have 10 bullets left, but...
So is that what you do then? Do you shoot between Zero's legs, like you get down and fire through? Like
It's more like he goes to shoot at the roach that was at Zero's feet. After you finish it off, it slumps to the ground, his bullet goes straight over it, and hits the one that Calamity Crash was fighting.
That is perfectly lucky.
Calamity's just like so angry. She's like, I had that, okay? I had it.
It's almost like, did you throw your machete down and then you shoot it and then your machete is about to come down like again, and it's just
Like,
Pew.
pop.
dude.
All right. So next
Protocol,
up is
man.
the red roach that's still alive. It goes up and it
Zero.
tries to attack Zero because Zero's really big.
We got lots of dinner. This is great. We haven't had grilled rad roach in a while. I love it.
Good.
Make
Now,
us
Baltimore, you ever had a
It
grilled rad roach
misses.
before?
so good. He just looks.
No, why would I eat a bug?
That one missed.
Oh, sweet
Sad,
summer
I'm
child.
This one
I love the dynamic in this group already. I can't
tries
believe it.
to attack Calamity.
Grim, I've missed you, sir. It's all been a
Bold
couple
move.
months, man.
It
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait, who's that on?
Calamity.
Oh,
Oh.
So Calamity
Oh.
is attacking you in your left leg.
left leg.
It's going to do 2 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
So you go to your left leg on your status screen.
Ooh, let's see how this
And I
works.
do too.
Well, hold on.
Look at my sheets.
The-
Follow along here.
Calamity Crash. Okay. So the numbers, those little green blocks, in this case, those are for injuries. You have a max of 5 injuries you can have before you start having problems. This doesn't count as an injury because it isn't vital damage. Right now, what's going to happen is you're going to look at your physical damage. I believe he was using physical damage.
It says physical and radiation, or physical and energy on there. Both.
Energy. Okay. So you have a
Oh, there it is.
physical resistance of 1. So you soak 1 of the damage coming through just because you have the
Right.
tough clothing. The energy damage isn't resisted, but it didn't get a special circumstance, so it doesn't give you rads.
Oh.
But you do take 1 damage, so your health is a little up.
Where's that?
Okay.
Oh, your HP is up on the top right. Okay. So if he would have rolled an effect like when we tried to, then that.
I could have gave her radiation damage.
Oh, you don't want
Taking
that.
1 damage away from her and
Does
then lower
the-
the max by 1.
Does the
Not
question,
nice.
does the radiation resistance actually reduce how many rads we get from attacks like that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I have 2. Hooray.
That's why the vault suit is impressive for a starting thing, because it does that. Not
I
many
have.
easy to find things does rad resistance.
Awesome.
Most of the time it's
Yeah.
chems. So that is the end of
chems.
round 1 of combat.
Nice,
And
guys.
Delete these 2 rad roaches that are dead from the list.
Nice work.
And we're back to the top to Zero. Zero, this red roach came up to you and tried to bite your foot.
Yeah, he died.
And then another one did it.
So I have to. Do I have to click on him?
You don't have to click on him. You just that's
No.
on your sheet.
Oh, okay. So, anyways,
You just tell me what you're attacking, because each one of these tokens are technically the same creature, but because of the way this works, they each have their own sheet. So you just tell me the one you're clicking. I'll open the sheet and we'll go to town.
all right, we're going on that guy with the baseball bat again.
All right. He's going to take 1 success to hit because I declared that earlier because I messed that up at the beginning. Mistake made. We're going to keep playing. You
Oh,
got critical success.
Critical success
So
and
you-
regular.
Very nice.
That's 3 success.
You should use some AP for damage to make sure you kill the thing, and also so we don't have AP that goes to waste.
Yeah, because we're probably at 6 right now, man. How much-
So that would be 1 AP equals 1 up to a max of 3.
Oh,
How many guys do you want
I
me
think-
to use?
I say
I think 2's a safe number.
I think 2's
You
good.
should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, use 2.
So
So
2 will get me up to 7
Mhm.
from 5. And yeah, he did.
Yeah, you smashed it. smashed it hard.
So use 2. I'm gonna put.
Splat.
I put the party AP down just to declare that there.
Yep.
Wow.
That one's dead.
That's what a super mutant does. That's what he does. He immortalizes
The
things.
Sundance.
Does they
Bug guts.
What's that,
Kind of
Jason?
squish around his feet as he kind of smashes and then kind of steps on it a little bit, make sure it's dead.
Splat.
Does anybody watch Forged in Fire? It will kill.
I think Sundance like looks up at you like there's that green gook of blood everywhere. Actually, that might be a glowing red roach, maybe only. But he's like, I can smell that radiation. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, and then
These are regular. So glowing ones are actually glowing ones. So
still, they got little rads in them, right?
Yeah, they have little.
Little
They're
glow,
nothing
yeah.
like the glowing.
So the
ones.
innards are slightly glowy. Slightly.
He just wants,
Right.
They're
like
not
in his
glowing
mind,
as
he's not gonna
much.
say it out loud because it sounds weird, but he just like wants to, roll in it like a dog.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
Radiation's my friend.
Sundance.
Radiation's my friend. He's got the bat out. He doesn't want to waste ammo. He wants to be conservative on it. So he goes up and he is gonna go for the other red roach that is attacking Calamity. He's like, hold on. Keep your leg on.
Keep your leg on.
I don't know. He's probably just like he's fingering like the gun. That's I think the holster's kind of like the side holster, like under the arm. And he says he's running up, like he's got this bat in the left hand. He's just like it worked well last time, and he goes with the bat. Now,
Okay.
I don't know if is there an assist. I think there's an assist feature, isn't there?
There is a assist.
I know I'm asking you all the
Make a
questions.
melee or ranged attack. Let's see. You assist another character with their next test. Whether the character you are assisting takes their turn and attempts their task, you provide assistance from page 16.
Because I might do that if it's plausible.
You roll 1d20.
I roll a single
Describe how
d20.
you're helping and decide with the GM the attribute skill combination you're using. Then
Ah.
roll a 1d20 and add successes you generate to theirs.
So I just roll a single d20.
Yeah, if you're wanting to assist Calamity,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to, in character, you're swinging, but what you're doing is rolling successes for her.
Okay.
But the thing is, remember, you only need one success to hit this thing.
Okay. I think I'm gonna assist her.
Okay.
Um.
So yeah, just roll
you.
your normal melee.
Okay.
And any successes you get, add to her successes.
Okay. So well, you say I could pick a skill. That what does it say?
Well, in this case, if you're assisting by corralling it, let me look at your sheet.
I was thinking of trying to like scream at it to get its
I don't think you have
attention.
scream
Just this
skill.
unearthly shriek fills the
Well, I mean,
room.
I could. I mean, you would name it, but it could be like a charisma and I don't know.
Persuasion, intimidation.
Yeah. Or,
Speech is actually the closest skill to
Speech.
that, but I don't know if that. I don't think a rad roach really cares about somebody using the speech skill.
I'm just trying to explore this as opposed to using my weak target number of 4 skill to hit it with a bat. 'cause-
Well, I'm thinking you're going to get worse with this action because the rad roach just is attacking you guys. It doesn't really care if you yell at it. It wants to bite you.
The last time I tried to intimidate a wasp, it didn't work out well for me.
I did forget we're playing Fallout and not Dungeons and Dragons, and there is no intimidation.
It's true.
I mean, you could
roll into speech.
you could take that minor action to aim to get the reroll, and then try and whack it anyway.
Can you do that with a melee weapon? With aim?
Hey, yeah, you should be
I
able
think
to.
you can.
Let's see.
Because if so, then I'll do
It
that.
just says re-roll 1d20 on your first attack roll you make this turn. It says nothing
It
about
doesn't specify.
range.
All right,
It literally does not say that.
I'll stick with that. I'll just stick with an attack for now to make sure we got it right. I will aim with my baseball bat. So get up, take a swing, like, yeah, keep your legs on. And then, oh boy, my voice. And then I'll just take a swing.
Right.
I will use an action point if I can to get 3 dice. I'm not going to give the DM or the overseer.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, that's a group thing. It's not... Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at that.
So you back to max
Wow.
and you hit.
I guess I just hit it.
Damage.
Yeah.
Or
should
you can
probably
add AP.
use some AP to add damage because
I-
we're at 6.
How do you do that when you decide to Okay, I'll,
You decide you're going to add it.
but what do I hit? Do I hit the?
You
little-
just reduce the pool by how many you're using, and then when you click on the attack, the damage button, it's just going to say how many dice, and you just type in the.
Oh, there it
actual
is.
dice.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna take one, or should I do two, guys?
I think one's fine because if
I'd
it
say-
lives, it frees some up for calamity
Okay,
without
I'll just use
using
one.
too
Then.
many.
Leave
So we've
some
got
for me, boys.
Ooh,
Yeah,
You did
plenty.
3 damage.
So I'll mark it down to 5 AP, 3 damage. Not bad.
Resistance.
Not bad for
Not
someone
bad.
whose strength is one of his weaker.
Yep.
One of his weaker points here.
We got him down to 50%, and that is Calamity's turn.
Where did I hit him
Alrighty.
anyway? I hit it in the main body. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna attack with my machete. Let's do that
So baseball bats and machetes are falling asleep.
for sure. I don't want to waste my ammo.
you roll damage, not attack.
Yep, you gotta roll your attack first, but we can keep that one because that will kill it.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. We're still
No.
learning.
No, she already hit it.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
So
I
the
think
t-
you should use an AP for this attack to try and make sure you get that full 5 damage. Personally,
Oh, for sure, for sure. So hang on, let me go
I'll take it down.
into...
So yeah. So you would
so you get to roll 3 dice.
yes
Okay.
get that
Hang on one
success. We've Foundry's been very kind to us so far.
I know, right?
We've not been.
I know.
We've
Yeah,
not been.
Why?
yes.
Why
We had
you
one
say that
complication so
now?
far.
Okay,
Say
so
that
the
after she
D6 roll.
You're right.
No,
You're
what you gotta-
rolling the attack. It's the D20s. You want to click on the weapon name.
Just on the.
Is that not what I just did?
No,
Well,
you rolled the
attacked
damage to the
damage
first one.
for the weapon.
Oh,
Which is
oh
to
my
the right
gosh.
of
I
it.
thought, oh my gosh. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought that was what I was doing.
And
I'm
you
sorry.
succeeded.
And we need to
So
roll.
you hit it, and it's,
Awesome. Can we keep that damage though? That was pretty good
Yeah.
damage.
Well,
that's perfect.
Were you gonna roll 3 dice? Oh, I guess you don't have to.
Yeah, we could just give ourselves the AP back since she only rolled 2.
Okay. That's fine.
I thought I
because-
rolled 4.
No, we talking about. He was telling you to use an AP to spend an extra to have an extra a third D20 to
so
roll to
mean.
make sure you get it. But
You did.
Oh, I
But-
see.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so-
Al.
yeah.
It's cool. You still hit. It's dead.
It's dead. Either way, it's dead.
Let's not
One way or
argue
another.
semantics over roaches.
Exactly. So every time you killed one, you heard a thunk, and then
So we
the
heard.
last one, the door
Interesting.
opens.
Oh,
You just gotta
so like a lock disengaging maybe or something.
every time you kill one.
Nice.
I go
Wow.
towards the light.
He just looks.
Is-
He just looks around like he just looks like, sister, you're not bad with that. Not half bad. Tell you what,
I mean,
I worked with plenty of mercs in the day who are just horrible, and now they're dead. So good. He just
I appreciate that.
He tips his hat. He does. That's what he should do. He should tip the hat.
if I had a cowboy hat.
And he's like,
And that wasn't bad shooting either, Lucky. Thanks for saving me back there, Sundance. And Zero, you did your thing. So I think we're all right.
Zero's thing. That's,
Zero
that's what it
takes
is.
a bite of rad roach and then offers you some.
Like he's
Ah,
just
thank
trying
you.
to exit the room because
Wait,
he
that
wants to get away
does
from the
bring up
giant
a thing.
bugs.
It's not grilled
can-
yet.
Good.
You
There's
can
good rad. I mean, rad roach.
sell-
Raw rad roaches. Rad roach,
You can butcher the rad roaches.
Well, before Calamity takes a bite, it's like, you realize that is raw, and you're a smooth skin, right? Just before you go and give yourself rads, just maybe we want to grill it for dinner later once we're out of here. Just saying.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Don't follow
wake
the
up with
super
clothes
mutant's lead when it comes to food. He eats everything raw.
I
Literally,
mean,
everything is raw.
So, if you want
My
to
voice is raw.
butcher the rad roaches, someone needs to give me an endurance plus survival test, difficulty 0.
Ooh,
I can do it. I've got
let's
my
all-
survival
let's all
is
do
at,
one.
like 4.
maybe we should all take one.
Let's see here. Endurance.
It's in-
plus-
So survival plus endurance, you said?
Mm-hmm.
oh,
So
shit.
how do you pair those?
Shoot.
How do you pair those
You
together?
just click survival. Its feeder is endurance.
Survival,
I did
and
it.
then
Oh, no.
you click endurance.
It just no. I think you just click survival itself, and then it brings up the attribute and the skill together, which gives you your target number, which mine case is 7, 4, and 3
Okay.
with 2 dice. And well, mine's a tag skill, so it's checked. What's that mean?
Yeah, mine too.
If your skill is tagged, That means if you get a number equal to or lower than that, it's a critical success instead of just one.
Oh, that's right. On the
Okay.
attribute, right? Or on the skill. On the skill.
skill.
So if I roll my skill's a 3, so if I roll a 3 or lower, it's a critical,
You
just
get
like as if I
critical.
rolled a 1. Okay, that's
Correct.
nice. I'll try butchering one. I
Okay.
mean, there's 4 of them. We could each try to go. And why?
I'll go.
Or Lucky's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, he's just trying to get away from the big bugs while the rest of you are like stopping to butcher them. Ooh, look at that.
18.
My dice knocked yours
Sick.
over. I have 0
How dare
successes though. I did not do good. But
So,
successes for me.
Maria got one.
So Calamity, you get
Calamity.
one portion of red roach meat.
Nice.
0, you gonna do it?
Oh,
Come on, Zero. Come on, Vault Dweller. No, wait. That's...
He's already
sorry.
eating one raw, of course, but
He's already eating one raw. He doesn't need
can I
it.
can I
Why-
still
why are
use
you-
AP?
Yes, you can.
yeah.
What basically is you still need to get a success of, well, it says success 0, so you just got to tell me you're doing it.
Yeah.
If you pass the test, you get 1. If you pass the test and then spend AP, you get 1 more for each AP spent up to 3. So
Oh,
you can get a
I'll
total
just-
of 3 red roach meat.
I'll just roll. I don't have very good.
Well, you could spend.
Hey, oh.
Nope.
Uh
A complication.
Does,
Ruh-roh.
does the fact that I got 2, it says I got 2 successes, does that mean anything?
No, it just gave you extra AP for that.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying you could
You
spend
guys want to use?
AP after
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say you want to
fact.
use one of those
Mhm.
because now we're up to 6 now with that.
Correct. You
Oh.
can.
Yeah, you guys can use that to reroll if you guys want some food before.
Can we
go
spend
out on
AP
the
to
wayside.
reroll? I
Um,
didn't
No,
think we could.
no, I think luck
No.
is for reroll.
yeah,
Yeah.
luck is
Oh, I'm
reroll.
sorry.
You could just
Huh?
bought more D20s.
Oh, okay.
Ahead of time. And you're saying we could spend AP now on a success to get more portions of the meat.
Mhm.
Right.
For all salvaging and butchering, there are things you can get more of, but there's a limit. And in this case, I'm saying 3 because the creature's got 3 major sections of its body that you could just basically chop a chunk of. Its middle section, bottom, and head. So that's pretty much 3 portions. That's always the
Well,
most you can get from a red roach.
I'd say
Now, a red stag, you got a lot more possible meat from the thing. So
I-
the AP can get you more.
I would say spend 1 calamity, and then you could get 2 portions, maybe.
Maybe.
Because that we make sure we're eating later on, right? Because we don't have any
Right.
food.
So you want me to go ahead and spend 1 and roll a d20?
You just get an extra portion, you said, after a success. So like,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
since-
you don't have to re-roll. You already rolled.
Okay, cool.
but we still have 1 more rad roach we can try to dissect. Like I was not successful, so I'm assuming I butchered mine, and then same
Yeah,
with
you made yours. You were trying to salvage the one that was smushed into paste.
there's nothing I could do about this.
You went down there with your knife and you're like, "Oh, that's dirt."
I'm trying to check for a pulse on one of the legs. Nope, he's DOA.
Just very little grasp of the anatomy of a
And Zero's over there just like rolling in it. Like, what are you doing? No.
Can I roll to see if I can get any more?
You can get for the last.
There's
one,
that
yeah, you
4th
can
one.
Yeah.
You should go for it.
Lucky's not
Ooh,
I
gonna.
got,
Lucky's not gonna butcher one of the rad roaches. He's kind of
I've
looking
got
at
a
you
lot.
disgusted, like, oh.
Until he's just wait till you're starving, buddy. We'll see what
Yeah.
I've got
He
a
doesn't
lot
know
of
any better.
I've just got a lot of survival over here.
No, that's good. Ah, see, there you go. Woo.
So you have success.
Nice.
You get automatic 1, and you can spend AP to get another up to total of 2 more.
You guys want some more?
If you,
I think you should spend another EP and get another one.
yeah, that would give you 4
Mhm.
4 pieces.
That puts you at 4.
I think it means everybody gets a piece of the pie later.
Yeah.
Or we all sit there and watch you eat all 4 pieces while you just like
I
lick your
just
fingers
gorge
and just
myself.
we're like, aww.
Look at my cooking. Isn't it amazing?
Oh,
Somehow-
because I'm the woman. I have to do the cooking instead.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, but then
dun.
you get to do the eating, and we just starve.
There you go.
I'm
Yeah.
very sad.
I love how Lucky's just going.
Yeah.
What are you
is wrong with
doing?
you?
Oh my goodness.
You're very
Complain to
much like
PETA
what is
about
wrong
it.
with you.
All right. Well, I did my damage. Yeah.
Can we leave the room with the giant bugs?
We're just gonna have something
What are you,
worse.
squeamish or something, Vault Dweller? Haven't you
No.
never seen a rad roach before?
No.
Oh, well,
Well, there you go.
welcome.
What's
Welcome to the
that?
wasteland, buddy.
You know,
Oh, wrong voice.
back in
What's
my day,
that?
over 230 years ago, roaches were only about this big. They're annoying, hard to kill because they're so fast. Now they're hard to kill because they're so big, but they make a good meal in a pinch. Just wait, Lucky.
There you go.
You're not gonna regret it.
Oh, believe me, once you get, I mean, when I make it the way my mom used to make them, let me tell you, back in the refugee camp where I grew up, let me tell you, it was just with the spices.
Mm.
I feel like this person's a storyteller more than anything else.
Poached roach.
Yes,
That's what we call it. There you go.
So as you file
Poached
into the
roach,
final
that's
area,
awesome.
you see a light coming from above in a hole that's off the ladder that's in the center ish of the room. And you hear the telltale. Please exit into live testing ground.
Ooh.
Question.
So,
And like the other room had those three, like, I don't know what those were on the side. Was that just something on the floor?
Oh,
or
yeah. I forgot about that.
It was like air handlers.
Are they on the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
You what you're seeing there is what it looks like as you're walking up next to them. There's no spinning blades or nothing, but there it is emitting light.
okay.
And you
Where did you say
if
the
you
ladder
investigate
was?
it, let me know.
You want to
What,
investigate it?
the air
You want to
handlers? Yeah,
investigate it?
I want to investigate the air handlers.
Okay.
That's why I was asking
So-
about it.
Roll me a survival.
Survival? Okay.
And you pick whatever stat you're thinking to use for listening into.
So that's nice. So if you click on
For
survival,
listening, can I use perception?
Yes, you can.
so I like that. So if normally it would attach it to the attribute it's with, but you can change that if the GM says so, right? Which is
Well,
kind of
it's
cool.
up to you. Like you're telling me what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
If I say, if you're like, I'm going to use my best attribute, strength, to talk to him, and I'm not going to flex on him, then I'm like, no, that's not strength. But if you're going, we're having Zero lean in with his muscles cracking, like his arms shaking as he's making this muscle to convince someone of something, yeah, then you get to roll strength plus speech.
Yeah. Well, Lucky's kind of examining them.
I like
he's
that.
not really
I like
touching.
that. It's nice
He's
to-
not really like taking them apart or anything because he's just like,
Yeah.
what is this thing?
So as you get closer, you do hear some noises, and you get a success enough.
Two
so you get
success.
an
Got
extra
two
success.
successes.
Nice.
You only needed one because this is an easy one. So go ahead and give yourself an AP.
Ooh.
And you hear skittering noises, the same, very similar to the rad roaches before. So as you're kind of looking, you notice that it looks like an air handler because it looks like an air intake valves, but it's actually got a closed like metal iris down at the bottom, and there's animal mess coming up and down the chute like this. Your best guess is this is how the rad roaches get in and out of this area.
There's more of them. We should leave.
Yeah, satisfied, Vault Dweller?
Yeah, we need to leave. Please, can we leave?
I think the door's open for you to go right on up the ladder if you want there.
Yeah, that's Lucky's like going like running to the ladder and climbing. He's not even
Yeah,
looking.
I'll follow you. You go first, Lucky.
All right.
What's
I'll
the
follow
rush?
Lucky up the ladder.
So
they must
that
be hungry.
brings you back, and as you come up the ladder, you are coming out of a what you know, Lucky or no who knows? Basically it's a manhole cover. It's like this somebody has made a culvert type thing set up where you come out and it's right next to a little shack that's old as dirt. It looks like the wood has been there long enough for the war to have probably knocked the roof off at some point because it was been so old. There's not much around. The shack does look like something has tried to eat it. Like there's claw marks and other things like that. And what are we about half an hour, 15 minutes from close?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, we can keep going. Then. Okay.
Can I investigate the shack? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go. You go.
Can I investigate the shack?
Yes, you can.
So that's survival and perception.
That works.
Okay. Roll.
2 successes. Perfect.
Okay.
You know
Oh, tag skill.
that there is several creatures that have claw marks that are that big. Some are possibly bigger. It matches anything between a Yagwai and a Deathclaw. Large predatory claws.
Wow.
Awesome. Love that. We're in a great area.
First session, second combat. Yagwai or Deathclaw, whatever.
So to
no
continue real quick, to describe more of the area around you.
Oh, sure.
This is a forested region. It is partially green, however. You can see off in the distance, off to the north and whatnot, because it's kind of a little rolling mountain situation. Other areas farther north, the farther away towards the north you get, the less green areas. The grass, the life, the trees. You can see several hundred big trees that have been snapped off and have been dead for a long time. Small trees are alive up until a certain point, and then it starts to taper off where nothing's living. It looks like you're kind of like in this green, off green jewel of land at the edge. Well, at the edge of that, like as you turn around to look back to the south, it gets progressively greener. Big, huge trees are still snapped off and dead, but smaller things have started to regrow. But for some reason, further north, it just turns into death slowly.
Very nice.
Looks like it might be following like a blast radius almost, like whatever was up north was closer to the radiation.
Correct. That was what you're getting the impression of. Like something shielded this area from what happened back before you were born. The Great War.
Well, yeah.
For some of us were born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Not
Sundance
that way. And he points at like the death in the distance. How about not that way?
So there is
Where are we even at? Does anyone know that?
no signs. There is a road, is a dirt road that leads away from the shack, but that's it.
Would Calamity know anything about this area if she was like born around the
Atlanta
area? Like if she was a survivor?
You would know just from that you are most likely on the north side of the loop. The loop is former 285 highway.
Yeah.
It's gained a little bit of mythical status since the Great War because there is a group of people that run it. You don't know much about because you never really interacted with them because you weren't old enough and you didn't run that circle. But this group supposedly is raiders, but everyone defers to them because the loop is theirs. It's one of those like no one messes with the loop.
So we want to avoid the loop at all costs, which is fair for traffic today, actually, in Atlanta. So that makes sense.
Well, that's the thing is it's that shady area. It's kind of that accepted thing. It's like these guys controlled the loop, but you still can travel back and forth. But there's sometimes tolls. Depends on how you try to go about it.
Okay. So we should definitely, and I relay all that information to the group. Just, I mean, I remember this road from when I was a kid, but like it's been a while. I'm sort of like familiar with the area, but it's changed a bit. I don't know how much that time in the vault might have.
You're farther north than you normally would go, because you can tell that just from the trees. Because you've been near the river a lot, which is off to the east side or west side, more.
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about where we're at.
She doesn't know. She knows the layout of the overall dimensions, but she doesn't know exactly where you're at right now because there's no landmarks.
Right. I just know that we shouldn't go near the loop. That's where there's a gang out there that sort of runs that area. We all steered clear, but it's
gangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we've handled gangs before, Zero.
Yeah.
Lucky's gonna take a look at his Pip-Boy now that they're outside.
Okay.
Like, what time is it?
It's about midday at this point.
Okay.
Date wise, your date says January 7th, 2121. And the last time you looked at your Pip-Boy before today, it was not 2021, it was 2020.
So it's 2120. So
Mhm.
I've lost at least half a month. January 7th, right?
7th, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
whoops. 20, what was the year again?
January
2121.
2120.
Okay.
And the last time he remembers
Oh.
looking at the date was literally a year before. Or the previous year, 2020.
Like, about what time of the year previous year? Like
I'd say
end of the
December.
year. Okay, so it's been probably about 2-3 weeks ish.
Yeah, you feel like you're probably missing about 2 weeks based on your Pip-Boy.
Okay.
What's wrong, Lucky? Did you miss an appointment with your dentist?
No, I'm missing 2 weeks of time.
We probably all are.
Yeah.
My
that's-
last time I
What's
looked at the
time?
Pip-Boy, it was a few days before gift day.
Gift day. What's gift day?
Don't
It was
worry
a
about
thing.
it. Zero.
It was a thing. They gave us this stuff that was real spongy. They didn't tell us what it was called. It was really sweet, kind of like the candy. But they also made us do extra tests. I won a Lucky Rabbit's foot one year.
I like rabbit.
Yeah, rabbit's really delicious. We might
Rabbit.
actually be able to find some in these
Rabbit.
in the woods.
Rab-
But it was just a foot.
It's just it's not edible.
foot.
Yeah, you might not
rabbit
want the
foot.
foot zero. It's also probably not, it's probably not tasty. It hasn't been, spiced or anything. That's how I like my food. What if we go? So we're on this road by this white building.
Wait, are we by the door or the white building?
The road is
Yeah.
going towards, on the map itself, the white building. So that's where you're going to end
Okay.
up if you go down the road.
Okay, why don't we
Well,
while we're walking, we might as well walk around and can I?
hold on a second here. Are we all friends now or something? Because, Zero and I got work to do that we've been missing.
I don't want to be alone.
Oh
Please
my
don't
God.
leave me.
Go back down to the rad roaches then.
No.
That was a joke, kid. It's fine.
He like clings to Calamity's arm and she shakes him off. Get off me.
Now, let me just tell you something about us. Zero and I, we're mercenaries, all right? That's what we do. We're mercs. We're hired guns. We do things. And he pulls out like a little note that's like in his breast pocket. He's like, we were heading to Rowan Groves. I don't know if you know where that's at. But
Wait a minute.
I got a job there waiting for us. Maybe we'll pay more caps if there's more of us. I don't know, but that's what we need to
But-
best be off doing.
Wait a minute. I pull out a similar note. Hang on. What does my note say? Where would my note be?
Should be in your gear.
I just
Dear.
wanted to go for a walk. So I left
Oh,
yeah,
and
be
was
in your
looking at the
gear.
mountains.
It's in
yeah.
the miscellaneous.
You got lots of walking to do. Don't worry.
I pull out one of my many pockets. I've just got pockets everywhere. I pull out a note that's the exact same.
Holy
Going to
hell.
Rowan Grove.
Really?
Do we just accept the same job? Are we competitors? Or if we pull together?
I mean, we can be competitors, but as long as I don't divide the total sum of the caps among more people.
Well, I mean,
So
that's what
as
I'm
you're
saying. It's
talking,
like,
you hear sporadic gunfire just popping off ahead on the road ahead.
Oh,
that
this
sounds fun. We should go
loud
towards that.
roar. This loud roar.
no, there's a monster over there.
Oh.
That's
Those are-
not.
check it out.
Everyone but Lucky knows that's a Yaguai. That's roaring, and there's sporadic gunfire.
Yaguai meat would be great with the rad roach stuff.
And there's more gunmen too, so we got to be careful.
But why do you want to
That's
go
true.
closer to the giant monster thing?
Pros and cons, Lucky. Come on now.
Food.
Food mostly, and if we can best whoever's shooting them, which of course we can, then we can maybe get their stuff.
More boom boom.
What do we think?
Well,
Zero just starts walking that way.
that's
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
what happens.
let's
And it's a
walk
little
that
too
way.
early
Come
to
on.
make camp. Lucky, you're
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
Let's go
And I call
towards
back
it.
to Lucky, I'm like, come on, kid.
Lucky's gonna follow about, like look behind him at the hole in the ground, consider for a minute, and then go, "No, I'm not dealing with that," and then like run after the group.
So as you guys round a bend, you see a Yaguai like do the stand-up attack, and its head just snaps back, falls over backwards. Boom, just lands, thump. And there's just this another ghoul standing there with his fist extended, and he's got this metal contraption on his hand, which those of you that aren't lucky would recognize as a power fist. He bends down, he starts chuckling, he bends down, he picks up this top hat that's got this big bite mark out of it. Like this just got
Oh,
a huge bite mark out of the side of the top hat. And he puts it back on his head and he straightens he's got
Oh,
a
no.
tie on. He straightens
no.
his tie. It looks like it's 3,000 years old. It's old. So you must be the latest batch from the wonderful test groups down below. Welcome to the ATL if you're not from this area. I'm Zorm, and I would welcome you to Rowan's Grove. And he like, I'm sorry, the bear moved too far away, and now the town is out of view. And he just grabs a chunk of the bear's skin and just starts dragging it. He's literally dragging it like
Cool.
he's.
Sick move.
So you made
And
Storm?
he's like,
Cool.
"This way, please. We'll get you guys settled in."
I'd lean over to Sundance. I go, you know this guy?
That was out of character for me doing that. We'll explain in a minute. He's like, no, not all ghouls know each other.
Oh, sorry.
That seems a
Didn't mean
little
to be
presumptuous,
Yeah, sorry.
He waits till you start to apologize, like, I don't really care. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, I wasn't really apologizing.
All you smooth
either.
skins look the same to me, too. That's really... But
He does look like you.
he said Rowan
He
Groves.
looks at burnt turkey.
He has a cool top hat, and he just got a really huge dinner, so I feel like we could do worse than go with him.
Oh, for sure. Really glad he fought that thing and we didn't have to.
I'm looking at, is Lucky still mouth? Is he still?
Lucky
I thought you were.
steak
I was trying to
dinner
hold that
tonight.
as long as
I
I
thought.
could.
I'm sorry. I'm
Lucky
sorry.
was just like,
I thought you were
Frozen.
your camera was frozen. Like, wait, he's doing a really good. He's doing a really good slack
Method
jaw.
acting.
Oh my
The
god.
method
no,
acting.
it was straight up like, Lucky's like,
There's the Yaguai. There's the gunfire. There's another ghoul.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot for a vault dweller to
It's your
take in.
first day out of the vault
Yeah.
or something, kid? Come on.
And
we got a
here's the
steak
thing
dinner
to
waiting
note:
for
as
us.
you're following him, you don't see a gun.
Oh,
Can I do a perception check around to see if I can find any guns?
that is true. That's
You
that's
can.
kind
You
of
can do
weird.
a survival,
He had a power
perception.
fist, but we heard gunfire, is what you said,
Mhm.
right?
A lot.
I was even putting the sound effect on for those listening.
You unfortunately have no idea where that gunfire could have come
Oh.
from. It is wounded, but since he's moved it, there's no longer as easy a way to figure out where those bullets came.
And I spend a party die to roll a d20.
I'll allow.
Do we care that much?
I think.
You can re-roll one if you want, but
Go.
I would like for Lucky to like look around and make sure there's no other threats, because now that he's seen this giant thing,
Mhm.
he's kind of going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, what have I got
so that
myself
would be
into?
intelligence and survival.
Intelligence. as
Calamity, if you're gonna do an extra die, I don't care. We got 5 AP, so
So I'm thinking
roll
I might
one.
just
We're almost.
roll one.
Yep, we're almost done for the night. Okay. So
You get it.
Survival.
well.
you
Oh, Lucky.
you got 2 successes. So
Uh-oh.
Nope.
yeah,
Uh-oh. Come on.
And a
yeah,
20.
only
we'll,
reroll.
we'll go with one at a time. Grim,
Sorry.
you notice that there was a shiny spot on a branch off the road. And for a second, you see what looks like an eye peering through a piece of glass. And as soon as you make contact with that eye, it blinks and vanishes into the woods.
That's messed
Somebody's
up.
watching us. Somebody's watching us. He's gonna grab like Calamity and be like, "Somebody's watching us."
Off me.
Unfortunately, there's not much you can do for complication right now because you're in a safe space. So basically, he just ruined your ability to actually see what's going on.
Denial,
Yes.
paranoia.
The-
It's all kicking in just right.
The complication is lucky. They're watching us.
So you hear Zorn trying to chuckle. And he's like, look, it's just Scout. Let him be. He's shy. When you look like we do, you don't really like people sometimes. Anyway,
You got that
welcome.
right, mister.
He does the hand gesture again, all dramatic. Like I said before, he literally tosses the Yagua in front of him. Welcome to Rowan's Grove.
Nice.
Drank from
I'm
this guy.
Zorm, and he just puts his foot on the chest and thing. I'm Zorm. I have another name. You can call me Zorm. I am the proprietor of the great. And he just keeps pausing. He's just literally pausing. He's trying to. Anyway, I'm tired. Are you guys tired?
Oh yeah, I mean we've been
Over
through quite
200
ordeals,
years.
especially this kid. He slapped
Okay.
Lucky, and he's
Well,
like,
here's the long and shorts of it. Okay, this is town. This is my town. Well, they call it their town, but it's my town. I've been here the longest. You're welcome to stay. There might be a caravan coming through in a couple days. I'll talk to you in the morning. And he just walks away and leaves the Yagua sitting there in the middle of the road.
"Oh, cool.
He seems nice.
Yeah, he seems nice. What do you think, Lucky?"
Huh?
Can I see if I can cut up some of this Yagua?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That would be... Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
I didn't hear you say hold on.
I know. Working on it. This will be the last.
I'm not
thing
tired.
done.
I just woke up.
So butchery. All right, you got. Roll me 2 combat dice.
Okay. 2 combat dice. Doesn't matter which one.
Just two combat dice.
Nice
Those
success.
are the
brother.
D6s with the faces and the dots and stuff.
With the faces and the dots and the oil.
Oh no!
Nope.
That's
Oh no,
D20.
sorry.
So what you're gonna do is just slash
Yeah.
R in the chat. To
Okay.
to
Okay, that would make more sense. Okay, so R 2. What are these? D.
C, the letter C. There you go.
Ooh,
Right.
that's
You
cool.
got 4 portions of Yagua meat.
Wow.
Nice.
4 rad and 4
Yeah,
Yagwai.
boys.
We're gonna
Yeah.
eat well.
It's
Turn
important.
to Zero. I'm like, well, maybe she'll be useful after all. I'll keep her on for a little bit. And then, and if Lucky's not lucky, then, maybe he'll be good eating too. He says that a little louder.
So as you guys are standing there, there's a
Lucky's the
couple-
emergency food supply.
Yeah, a couple of people coming out of doors to what was all that noise about, and whatnot. But that's when we pause the game as the camera starts to pan out from the focus on that town to show the size of Atlanta. As the last thing the camera sees is an amusement park. That's an old water slide amusement park. That a hatch light thing lights up and opens slowly, and that's the
Interesting.
end shot.
Ooh, goosebumps.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's like whitewater.
Dun
Okay.
Quite literally,
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
it's quite literally whitewater.
It
But
is,
it's
yeah.
Fallout's whitewater, so it's much
So it's green
much
water.
less-
It's
Yeah,
bad
it's
water.
Red
it's
water.
much less safe even when it was open.
How do you spell real quick? How do you spell Yagwai so I can put it in my consumables?
YAO.
YAGO.
YAO. To search for it.
Oh,
mammals.
GUAI, I think, and there might be an apostrophe in there. I don't remember.
But there's no apostrophe. It's just YAO is the first 3 letters, and then there's a space, and then a G. But if you're looking in the items, you should just see the YAO. Yeah. You just got
I just
meat,
put it in my
ribs, and
consumables.
So you got regular meat. If you'd have got a effect die, you would have got ribs.
Ooh.
Aww.
Always good to get some ribs.
But
now we got steak. We got steak dinner. We're eating good.
Yep. Well, that's it for this session. Thanks for playing with me, guys. I've been Soundwave's Ghost. I've been the overseer tonight for this first opening section, the only portion that's scripted as railroady. From here on out, it's going to be mostly the players choosing where they go next. There's the entirety of Atlanta to possibly explore. Quotation marks. The Atlanta of Fallout world, which means there's probably a lot of stuff that's just nothing there. You know, just like the good old video games where you've got doors and buildings you just can't enter for no reason. Just boarded up so well you can't go in. But you can build a giant robot. Balance.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, it sounds fun.
So yeah, I play here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is gonna be Fallout for a while. Thursdays is Band of Blades or D&D, and then the game in Gallimaufry, which will be, you know, I may run, I may play, or I may do both. Who knows? So that's it for me. Let's go to the bottom on my list here as far as visuals. Grimnack.
I'm Grimnack. I started here with the gaming Gallimaufry, and I'm looking forward to Fallout. I have no experience, so this has been fun. I get to have Lucky be me whenever I'm like, what is going on? I can just exaggerate that, Lucky, and this is going to be fun. Can't wait to see where this goes, especially with this party going, oh, poor Vault Dweller. I really enjoy the dynamics so far, so I'm looking forward to this. Haven't really done much here yet, but I have been helping out with Original Box Set, doing some of their stuff. They should hopefully be putting up some recordings of the D&D games we've been on, and I've been playing Shadowrun with them, and I look forward to hearing how my luchador for that comes out in character. So yeah, Shadowrun. My distinctive style is I'm a giant orc luchador, and I'm looking forward to hearing how other people react to that. So I don't know. Let's pass it to Delius. Why not?
I'm Delius, and I have no online presence except for this game. So it's been great. I think that the group's good, and I look forward to continuing on.
Excellent. Calamity.
Yeah, ditto. Like, it's a fun time, a fun group. Thanks, guys, for having me. It's really nice to sort of get my feet wet in RPG, like tabletop gaming. So I'm happy to be here. I also have very little social media presence. I have nothing to plug. But I'm excited to see where this goes and maybe participate in more games in the future. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Soundwaves Ghost, for running. Thank you for my players for playing. Thank you for everybody that was in the audience. There's a lot of people here tonight. It looks like about 12 or so. And we got a follow from Never Trust Dolphins, which is the best name I've heard all night because you really can't trust them. No matter what they say, you can't. They do everything.
Never know what you're thinking.
They do everything on purpose.
Thanks for all the fish.
Yeah. Don't get
You're
caught.
not fish, actually.
Don't get caught in the nets.
No. I was quoting Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You know, when the dolphins left Earth. Thanks for all the fish.
Oh,
They were the second
never
smartest
seen
creature, or the third smartest creature on the planet. We were the fourth.
Oh, wow. There you go.
But I lost my train of thought. Anyways, thank you everybody that was participating. We will see you on Thursday for Band of Blades. We got to continue that and get that wrapped up because it's coming to a close soon. Then we'll be back here next Tuesday for some more Fallout RPG. And that's all I'm going to say for now. And we'll have more for next time. So thank you everybody. Have a good night. God bless. Good gaming. Thank you for being here on the stream. We will see you soon. Have a good night.